yourself for a change?
Come now. There's no cause for panic. This one might make for a worthy opponent.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
You and your adventures. I trust you have not forgotten the true purpose of our voyage?
Last, we are come to the land you call the New World. My home. Tural.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? How are we doing tonight? Happy Sunday. Hope y'all are having a good one. Hopefully your weekends were full of relaxation or something. And hopefully you are reset for the week ahead. Now me, I will be fulfilling my civic duty tomorrow and doing jury duty, thankfully. Woo! Yo, what's up, Zermit? Very miserable, but that's all I will say. Well, all right. You know, I have that free Fantasia. I almost want to use it. I just don't know what I would change into. I really don't. I'm curious. Hold on. See, I've never been a Here. I also have no desire to be a Here. I've also never been an Elizin, but again, I don't really have a desire to be a Elizin. I've been a Lalafell. I've certainly been a female Makote. I don't think I've been a Rogadin. I've been an Ara for a second, a male Ara for a second at least. And well, we're here now, and well, obviously we've been here. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. All right, let's go in. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly am torn on whether or not I want to use that Fantasia or not. Ooh, you got a legendary Val. Good job. 515 gold. Hell yeah. All right, so yeah, we're gonna finish out the MSQ because that'll take hopefully not too long. So we'll do that. Then we're gonna do the Alliance raid. Probably not helpful to you. I'm very hungry with no remedy. There's a problem, so I'm watching mostly. All right, Zermit, no worries. No worries. Yeah, I want to do the Alliance raid because then on Friday we'll do it again. Also, I was talking with Kaz. Probably do at least some of the what you call it, the Arcadian. All right. Oh yeah, the Pelu Pelu. All right. Well, we'll be back. I've attuned to this, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm almost positive I did. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's finish out this MSQ here. In game, but you're on Zermit. All right. No worries. No worries. All right. To solution 9. All right. Let's get this done. We got stuff to do. Yeah. So really, the only thing that means as far as the wait, what am I doing? I actually need to be here. What that means is actually we'll be leaving the house a little bit later than normal. He's embarking on the Dontrell story. Not that I expect to do more. That is fair. What are you idiots doing? Cats. Cats. I don't know what the cats are doing over there. They're dumb. Okay. Over here. It's Tassos, the back room doorman. Yeah. That's why I'm talking to you, Home Slice. Let's go. Geode. All right. LSA isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliolal. Come on, Milk. My brother is doing all he can to see that Jacques Tarot Railroad restored to operation so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as the vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. Smart man. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it ourselves. To Trelawney Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. Yeah, let's go. All right, to Trelawney we go. Hi ho, hi ho. Tomorrow the plan is to continue our playthrough of Mass Effect, which I am excited for. I was having fun with it. I'm looking forward to continuing to have fun with it. What the hell? Oh, ooh, okay. Hey, what's going on? Oof. All right. Valve resolve. And Zelfie Chief for to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increase in number of people looking to return to Terrell that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Valve Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Speak of the devil. Scratch C on his way. Hey, what's up, Kona? Yeah, in Aaronville. Did our little Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I've chosen a different path. It was time for a change. I'm gonna snooze that ad. You hear about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamachi has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back to our original problem, how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewo Hitsoan. I haven't eaten, and while I have chicken leg quarters to cook, I have no means to cook it, and I have no food, and I'm extremely hungry. Why do you have no means to cook it? Milk. That is the Ronique. Though the Hetsaro that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. The disposable pan is beyond another use. Oh, ouch. Well, that is unfortunate. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. Gotcha. Yeah, that does tend to put a damper on things. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Melohitsoan for their insight. As a major proponent for the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hetsara have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. And the rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsaro encampment if you like. Sure, let's go find out what's going on. Where are we going? Aha. Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Zermit. Hopefully you're able to find something to eat. Alright, there we go. What's up, Watto? Alright. Vow of resolve, vow of reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to Mewahetsoan? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of Zaktaral Railroad. You too have noted the Ronique's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, My son, Shepetto, has been looking into this matter. Shepetto? Yes, Pinocchio. Normally, we'd expect the Ronique to keep their favored grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Piarlyonen and Yatanane. Blah. Okay. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetsaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetsaro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. Oh. Well then, I was not expecting that. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stall-keeper in Tulialal's markets, and that is where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamatye came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsaro willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstances. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. But if they had a good reason, wouldn't you want to know? As is so often the case, you are correct. I know, it happens. Though my discomfort with the Hetsaro was my... Let's use it again. Though my discomfort with the Hetsaro may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's most treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetsaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Sure. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronique, and we'll have a look around the panes. And perhaps, in the process, we'll find the answers we seek. quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I'm not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Okay. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Cool. I guess. I mean, that works. Let's meet back here later to share what we've learned. Alright, let me hit that ad since I keep putting it off. Okay. Oh, there we go. What's up, friend? You're learning about the Hetzara way of life, are you? I have a thing or two to share. But rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I have arrived at them myself. Our Hetzo provide us with something that we use in medicines. Poultices and soap to drive away the pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Is it dung again? Bones? Hooves? Are hooves bones? Is it dung again? Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for Ronique chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetzo always provide. Is it dung again? Why is it always dung with you guys? Right, hold on a second. There we go. Everything was too close together on there. What's up, sir? How you doing? This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needle and sinew. Whoa, would you look at this? We happen to have some right here. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique hide they are made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. That does make sense. Oh, good. It's a talkative Hetzara. I'm afraid I have finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the Ronique are our Hetzo, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust him to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we, Hitsaro, must also part with half of our number. You may think it strange and stressful custom, but over the years, it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetso. Huh. Interesting. Makes me think of Moana when they would always show. Yo, what's up, man killer? How you do? You're on TikTok? Hell yeah. Good shit, dude. Let me get you up over there, actually. Hold on, I'm sidetracked by a Dead by Daylight escape. That he says should not have happened, and I'm just curious to see why. It's not. It doesn't look like it's 2v8. Oh, flashbang. I'm crazy. Huh. Yo, that's nuts. Okay. Sorry. Ah, there you are. Alright, I got you pulled up too, sir. Alright, cool. Okay, sorry. I'm doing good. I'm doing... The Ronique. As you stroke the Ronique's coat, you notice that many portions are shaggy and tangled. How are you, Mad Killer? How are you doing? This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle. Like as not. Ah, Geppetto sent a Ronique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now, just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. Healing hands. You dutifully brush the Ronique until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. Cool. Alright. Cornflake, can you stop? Dopey cats. Speaking of. You smell the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, if a bit on the furry side. I have to wonder how Valcona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. See, you made a new friend. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither as my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? So our life revolves around the Ronique, but in turn the people receive all they need. Ronique are treasured members of this community as important as family. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. Yes, I feel the truth of this myself. While I was hesitant to leave my fate to the whims of the Hetzo rather than tread man-made paths, I arrived where I was meant to be all the same. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronique, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tyrol, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetzo are concerned. Glad to hear that, Valcona. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Wild banana bread. I'll take the money then. Oh, where'd you go? Where are you going? We're good. I didn't think they were that bad. Alright. The warmth of family. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish the Hetzaro as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetzara would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Why not put up a fucking fence? And it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronique's once favored grazing grounds. Oh good, what's there? As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratopraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetzara would have surely put two and two together were the cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Large animal, perhaps? And a powerful one, like as not. A predator given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a Toruhetso. Toruhetso? Rorik Reaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Ronik can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Toruhetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why one's so far from home and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronik's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away, that they may return to their grazing lands in peace. Let's do it. Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Okay. Good deal. Let's do it. This would be the one that Kaz was talking about. Alright. Well, clearly I'm going to switch over to my Gunbreaker. Alright, let's do it. Ronik Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may well be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. First, the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's do it.
Help! Help!
What's up? What you got?
Dodohetsu is coming this way!
That was easy. That was fucking hella easy.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
You got it. Alright, let's do it.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Lead on. See him over there.
There they are.
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Oh. Oh, here, let me put the arrow over here instead. Front. Boom, boom. Oh. Okay.
That herd
Later.
should be all right. Let's look for stragglers.
Okay. Stragglers.
Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
I see him.
There must be something up ahead. Come!
Oh, there's something up ahead.
There!
These are no match for the likes of us.
Boom.
In a panic was clearly an understatement. More are coming!
You're mine!
All or nothing then.
Okay. Well, I guess I didn't have to worry about those the gators there. Krona seems to have had that covered.
It seems that did the trick.
Yes, indeed.
For the fodder, at least. But where's...
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay. The fuck?
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Clearly, that's our guy.
Scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
A big dude. Oh, shit. It's a Runic.
There! That one there! Not so fast!
Ooh. Ow. Done broke his glasses. What a dick move.
Even should it cost me my life.
I will save the head saw!
I don't think he cares. Ow.
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
Alright, let's do it.
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
Let's do this.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Ah. Wow. Yo, Icky
A sound
Swashbuckler, how are you doing? Stream is going good. I'm having fun finishing up the last of the new MSQ for the patch quest. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you for being here.
It must have a weakness, and I will find it. Keep it busy. I need time.
Right!
And once we finish this, we're gonna do the well, we're gonna redo the Alliance raid, the new one, for all the good gear and shit. And then, if there's still time, I'll be off here. If there's time, I will do some Pelu Pelu quests. It's a big if, though. Because this has taken a minute too. Wait, what?
Now we just have to keep it pinned. Get thinking, Kona!
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
Gonna blow them up. Kind of cool. I support this.
I've got it!
Okay. This is our best chance. Oh. Oh shit. Okay.
Round to the chest and
Holy shit. Now that's a fucking gun.
you're done for!
Well, okay.
That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Nothing stopping us now! Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Yeah, just like that. Almost dead.
We must disperse that ether ere the river recovers it.
This is going to hurt.
Quite. There we go. Get down, buddy. Stay down. There. All right.
We did it.
Rocky boy.
The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehwa Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
Well, sure. We came in and killed the one thing that was a big problem down here.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid.
Fish cracker.
You, most of all, bow of reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Come in handy.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
Oh, to keep them away from the tracks.
If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them
Smart,
undue
smart.
distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had
Long
come as
time.
a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe.
Oh.
Please, can you tell me what you saw?
Of me and Piccolo. Like, what the fuck? Too funny.
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos.
Ooh, yep, there he is.
I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
Those
Well
crazy
distracted,
bastards.
I heard one cry, "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran, and as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple.
There you go.
Or
Now you know.
so the story goes.
Now you got some nice little closure with a little bow on it, right?
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself.
Yeah.
All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone.
Wow. A trolley.
And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Well, all right then. To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we also avenged my parents? It's the least I owe to them after all this time. Selphie, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn's servant and as the oft imperfect man that beneath that mantle. Now, let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We've removed the root cause of the Ronek's strain from their favored grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the track on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it'll be far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Let's return to the Shaloni station and begin working on it there. Walika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. No doubt. Alright, to the station! Meow. Ooh, a swordfish. Nice. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. I reckon. So the Ronek were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are, and Valcona is not too bad himself. What was his whistle idea? Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight? Yeah, I guess. Sit tight for a second.
We're ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Whoa! She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here.
True.
But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel. And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us.
That's true.
However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
Let's do it. Oh shit. Doing Ronek.
There's a Ronek up
Oh, the
ahead.
test of the thing.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Seems to work.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Mission accomplished then, I would say.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
Right.
Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Okay. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni and then the continent. Watch out, Zaktaral, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operation. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamatyi? I would assume so. Shoot, we might not... By the time we get done with all of this, I don't know, we'll see what we have left. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, and then we will continue this. I'll be right back. All right. All right. Let's talk to Mukulmat and we'll continue the story. Everyone to stand still. Mukulmat is ready to race back to Alexandria.
A sound choice,
Yo,
but
Boo.
slow.
How are you doing? I hope you're having a good, had a good weekend. Hopefully your Sunday went well. All right. I don't know if this is the last quest for this or not. It kind of feels like it, though. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Fucking sweet. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her working on? Coolja's mother. Oh, yeah. Did lots of stuff. Got my earrings back in after 10 plus years of not wearing them. Oh, damn. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. Like, normal ear piercings or like gauged ears, like what I got. Feels odd to be wearing again. I do understand that one. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakuya we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Want to gauge them, but right now they're 18s. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I'm at, I want to say I'm at 5/8 of an inch. Or, I forget what the millimeter size is on it, but. Yeah, you know what? Shut up, Kaz. 1.25 inches. Fuck you. I'm actually good. I actually like the size that I'm at now. It's like not too big, but it leaves you a lot. I mean, there's no question that your ears are stretched, basically. Oh, I just noticed that he's got a little bot on the back of his rucksack. Knapsack? I don't know, whatever. I needn't search for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will always carry it. Right there. Speaking of things you're carrying, yeah, see? Is that a teeny tiny Kakwa? What? No. Uh-huh. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. I agree. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much change though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Okay. Back to Alexandria, I guess. Yeah, this is definitely the last one. It's called Crossroads. And that is the name of the the patch. Back to the back room. Zip Graha. All right. Excuse me. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shell has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Ah, what's up? I'm interrupting something, I gather. Always. Why, Ishtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate and the Sky Deep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on Electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with lived memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. Oh, yeah.
There was a mountain of data to sift through,
Oh,
much
here we go.
of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Tashul Jah herself.
Okay.
While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yeah. That's why we're all here.
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Please ensure that you've set aside enough time to listen to them all.
My name is Tashul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
I mean, apparently.
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard.
Hey, virgin.
I
hate that
part
word.
of a contingent dispatch to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc.
I seem to recall we took it down pretty easily.
I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tulyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life.
Was she the one that showed him the gateway?
When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja?
I mean, words.
I admired him. His incontestable strength. His unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew.
I mean, yeah, fair.
The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
Interesting.
Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough.
No.
So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Oh. Yo, man killer.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't.
Interesting.
I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't.
Damn. Ouch.
No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Ooh. Harsh. Wait, was that on the recording too?
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all.
Wow.
He'll come around. We'll be a happy
Nice
family.
delusional mom.
Can you look at shouting for me? The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby.
Good call.
Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
VHS tape.
Hey,
Wow.
Gololcha. I'm fine, Lamachi.
I mean, it's not like he didn't already know his father.
Both so lonely.
Didn't like him.
If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
True.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Gololcha is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It's fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gololcha. If you remember one thing, remember that. Count Quackula. Love it. Quickly catching up there, Zermit. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. Planning to be thorough, so we'll need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. Later. A word before you leave. Yeah, what's up? Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? And when we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard. If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Leno 9. Well, I don't think we're gonna get to the raid or anything else tonight, honestly. By the time we get done with this, we are gonna be close to 11 already. So I think we'll probably just stop once we finish the MSQ here. I'm sure this is the last part of it, but. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first. Alrighty, let's do it.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in.
A random bolt
Only
of
a
lightning.
random bolt of lightning.
Ouch.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
I mean...
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
I mean... It works for some people, I guess.
I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What? The fuck? The fuck?
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
The fuck? I'm so confused.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
I mean,
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
Oh.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of
Who the hell?
times.
Hey, I appreciate the lurk, Boo. Thank you. Who the hell turned the fucking thing back? The like system back on?
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
Oh, God. What?
All of us shall be made endless. I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received Neo-Regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with Neo-Regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
Uh-huh.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people.
Fair.
Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Something super creepy going on here.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, something weird's going on here. Seems pretty sketchy to me. Okay. Love super close to yeah. All right. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about new regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. 'Tis as if their memories have been erased. Yeah. Given that the members of the Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. And that, guys, even if some suspect her deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. Agreed. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Alright, I think that's the end of that. Meanwhile, in living memory.
Where am I?
Well, you're in living memory for sure.
My people, are they safe?
Is that Sphene? There's the Stola.
Why am I?
Interesting. Fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their fates to learn. Very interesting. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun. To be continued, which we'll have to wait for 7.2 for that. All right, so yeah, that we're gonna stop there. Tomorrow we will be back playing more Mass Effect. I'm ready for that. Wednesday and Thursday we'll be playing Dead by Daylight, and then Tuesday and Wednesday we'll be playing Dead by Daylight. Thursday we'll be back for more Mass Effect, and then Friday should be Final Fantasy Friday. And then I don't know what we're gonna do for Saturday Night Grim yet. I'll look and see what we got. It could be Dead by Daylight, but I don't know. I kind of want to play something more grandiose. But yeah, so I think we're going to raid out to Green Eagle. He is doing his 12-hour birthday stream. He is on hour 10.5, so he's got an hour and a half to go, guys. His face is covered in stickers. He's got a birthday hat on. I'm sorry, an actual birthday hat. But let's go show him some love, guys. All right. Real quick. Here's the raid message. But yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. I'm glad we finally got through the MSQ for 7.1. Friday when we do Final Fantasy, we will be doing the Alliance raid. We'll do the Pelu Pelu. I want to do some Arcadian, all that fun shit. Grab that. Self. All right. But yeah, I can't wait. Tomorrow night we'll be playing more Mass Effect. I'm excited. I loved the first couple hours that we played last Thursday, and I'm ready to get further into it. But yeah, I will definitely catch you guys tomorrow night, though. I hope you all have a great one. I will catch you all tomorrow night. Yeah, as always, guys, stay awesome.